Tires is suing her son's former friend, 21-year-old Brett Spielman, for slashing 3 tires on her car. Brett denies the charge.
All rise. Yes, case number 468 on the calendar in the matter of Powers versus Spielman.
Is suing her son's former friend, 21-year-old Brett Spielman, for slashing 3 tires on her car.
Ms. Powers, this is your son?
Yes.
According to your complaint, your son and the defendant had...
Yes, case number 468.
Alright, testing. You should hear a little echo because I want to make sure that I can hear myself talk, and then I'll turn the volume off on my part of the stream. Alright, testing. Alright, that does work. Okay, so as I was saying before, this is my burrito bowl. So this is how you get a lot of food at Chipotle. So what you do is you get a bowl and you ask them to put a tortilla in the bowl. Because if you just get a regular burrito, you can't fit this much food in here. It just doesn't work. So I got 5 scoops of rice, I got 5 scoops of beans, I got both types of meat, I got chicken and steak, I got grilled veggies, I got tomato salsa, guac, I got some cheese, etc., etc. I even had to get some more toppings on the side, which I'll just add to this later. So the way this works is that literally you have to eat about half of what's in here, and then you can roll it into a burrito, which is still going to be bigger than the burrito that everyone else gets, and then you can eat it that way. So so you don't really have a lot of room to work with when it's first full, so you just kind of stick the fork in there, and you kind of just jab and get whatever you can get. And then after that, then you have a little more freedom. You can start mixing it up, and then I'm going to add a little bit of sriracha in there, etc., etc. And I'm going to watch a little Judge Judy, and let's get started.
Is suing her son's former friend, 21-year-old Brett Spielman, for slashing 3 tires on her car. Brett denies the charge.
All rise. Yes, case number 468 on the calendar in the matter of Powers versus Spielman.
Guac tastes even better when it's free.
Ms. Powers, this is your son?
Yes.
According to your complaint, your son and the defendant had been friends. Correct. They were out together one evening. There was a falling out later that evening. According to you, the defendant slashed 3 of the tires on your car. Correct. You wanted to be responsible for replacing. Mr. Spielman says he didn't do it. What's your first name?
Andrew.
How old are you?
23.
How long do you know Mr. Spielman?
I've known Mr. Spielman since about the 7th grade.
On what night were you out together the night the tires were slashed?
I believe it was a Friday.
Judge Judy's my shit.
Remember the night?
29th
of
December?
Where had you been?
We were on our way to Randy White's brother-in-law's boss's house.
You were driving?
Yes, I was driving. An argument started because Brett Spielman wanted to get some marijuana and everybody else in the car was against that. And
Where did he want to go to get the marijuana?
to his dealer's house.
And did you know where that was?
No, I did not.
Did he tell you where it was?
No, he did not.
Was it on the way?
I hadn't even agreed to it, so he didn't get to the point of telling me where it was
Well,
at.
tell me exactly what he said.
He said, I want to go get some pot. Can you take me? And I said, no. And nobody else in this car wants to do that. Can you please stop with that altogether?
How many other people were in the car?
2, besides me and Brett.
And who
You know
are
he
they?
lying. You know he's down for the
Randy
weed.
and his brother-in-law, which I did not know his last name.
So what happened?
So I said no, and he started ranting and raving and basically turned it into an argument with Randy White, and they were going back and forth, and I didn't want to hear it anymore, so I said, please stop, because they didn't get along anyway. So it basically turned into an argument with them, and I said,
Where was he sitting?
he was sitting in the
Valentine's Day was
front
yesterday,
side.
but no, I didn't do
And
anything.
we had arrived at Randy's boss's house. We had both got out of the car while Randy and his brother-in-law went upstairs. We were downstairs smoking a cigarette, and it was going to take a turn to get violent because he was saying threats and all this
Against whom?
against me.
Why was he threatening you?
Because-
If you aren't able to tell,
The argument
the virtual
was
wife who
Randy,
here
but
is
I
virtual.
took
She's not actually
involvement
here.
in it because
She's
Randy was a lot
there via
smaller
program.
than me, and I didn't want it to go there, so I stepped up in Randy's place, and then
And what did you say
basically
to him?
the focus came on me. I said, you need to stop all this right now, or I'm going to make you walk home. And he said, you're not going to make me walk home, this and that.
Had he
And
been drinking?
have I been drinking?
Had he been drinking?
No, I do not think he had been
It
drinking.
was just nasty?
Yeah, he was just nasty with me.
Okay, keep going.
And then Randy and his brother-in-law had come back down, and we all got in the car, and
There you go,
I said
gotta
I'm
get-
going to make him walk home because he's just being
Gotta
too
get some of this beans and rice out of here.
What do you say when you
I'm gonna
tell
leave
him
the
to
meat,
walk home?
trying to avoid the meat for now.
Well, tell
So
him
when
what
I
I
roll
said.
it up into the
He
burrito,
was using a
I
lot
still
of
have all my
cuss
meat in
words,
there.
a lot of profanity, a lot of I'm gonna everybody in that car, and just threats.
And that was on the 29th of December.
Yes.
What time?
I would say
Hold
it
on,
was
let me tell
about 8
Stacy to
p.m.
watch my stream.
Now let's fast forward a little bit, Ms. Powers. Tell me about the incident involving the tires. When did that take place? December 30th. What time?
I would say around shortly before 10, but not exactly. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
It was a very, very stormy night. The wind was blowing and howling, and it was raining a lot. And the dog was circling the front door, and she was like yipping and barking, and she doesn't usually have that kind of behavior at all.
All right, see, now that I've eaten a good amount of it,
The door, nobody was there. She kept
now
doing it. So
it's small
I
enough
opened
to
the
where
door
I can start to
again,
mix it
and Mr.
around.
Spielman was standing on the other side of the car. My driveway
And
comes
this is
up
the point where you're gonna
the
add a
cars
little
parked
bit of
directly outside my front
sriracha,
door, so
have a
they
little
could
fun
clearly
with
see
it.
And I said, what are you doing? Because it's
So-
kind of late to be coming over. And I thought he was coming to see my son. And just looked at me.
Didn't say anything.
grab my sriracha.
Keep going.
The next day I
Mix
got
this up
to work,
first.
and I, of course, didn't see the first tire because it was fine. Walked around the car and saw 1, 2, 3 tires flat. And so I called someone to come and take me to get new tires.
Throw
and called me
sriracha
to
in
work.
there.
When did you see Andrew?
I saw him later
Good.
that day.
Do you remember that day, Andrew?
We gotta mix it
not too
up.
Clearly, I remember her saying that 3 of my tires were slashed. Do you have any idea who would do it? And I said, I most certainly have an idea of who did it.
Well, I also asked,
Shut up. Okay, don't speak. You said, I most certainly have an idea who did it.
Yes, regarding the incident.
And so you told your mother about the incident.
Yes.
And what did your mother say to you?
And then she said, I seen Brett in our driveway. I was thinking he would come to get you, because at the time she didn't think I was enemies with Brett. And I said, well, that's who did it.
So when you said to her, I certainly do, and then she said to you, I
I
saw
saw Brett in the driveway, and then we knew right there who it was.
Yeah, no, Stacy, it's
I
awesome,
didn't
ain't
think
it?
Brett would have done anything
It's a
like
program that I got. It cost me like 15 bucks. Totally worth it. I always have her join me when I stream. And it just follows my webcam, so it has face detection, so she moves when I move.
We were in the car. He
Look at
did.
it, don't look over there. You were in the car.
We were in the car. We do have a conflicting argument about something. Okay, marijuana. I do what I do with my time with me.
Let's go slowly. You were in the car and you had an argument. You have an argument about what?
About, I really can't even remember. Honestly, don't remember.
You just told me it was about.
If it was about marijuana,
I would not mind doing a private video, but I don't do anything weird, so if you're, you know, I'm not gonna fucking get naked or anything and eat food. Basically anything that's within YouTube's guidelines, and then I can just upload it on YouTube and make it a private video. I'll have to do it that way, so if it's suitable for YouTube, I can do it. If it's anything extravagant, then we can't do that.
See, that's where the story changes.
But-
He ended up giving me a ride home.
Did you ultimately give him a
No, I
ride?
did not give
I'm not against doing private videos if you pay for the
Did
food.
you stranded?
Yes, he did, but it was raining pretty bad outside, so I kind of negotiated my way to get a ride home.
What do you mean you kind of negotiated?
Well, I said it's kind of raining out and I don't have a coat and the wood keeps kind of messed up. I had to walk home.
You've known this family for a very long time. How old are you now?
21 years old.
Currently on probation?
There we
juvenile,
go.
Almost off. I'm going after the
So the answer is yes, you're currently on probation.
So I
How
got
long have you been on probation?
my tomato sauce I'm about to add in here.
Keep going.
Okay, are we still on the 29th or are we on the 30th?
No, we're past the 29th. I credit Mr. Geraldson's account of what happened on the 29th, sir. I believe he told me the truth. I believe you had an argument starting with Randy, ending up with Andrew about your desire to stop at a person who supplies you with marijuana, to get some marijuana, and they didn't want to do it. I'm speaking. And they didn't want to do it, and you became aggressive, and that's what the argument was about. So since you don't remember something that I probably would remember, but something that clearly you don't.
Eat a little more, then I can add my lettuce in here.
He was a very good friend. He always
Thank you, Stacy. I appreciate that comment.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
So is what you're telling me, sir, that you were together with your mother and the rest of your family?
Yes, I am.
And if I were to ask you, you would tell me that your son is home with you?
And later today,
Start to mix up the burrito, then gotta look back at it.
Judge Judy. 23-year-old Andrew Geraldson says his former friend, Brett Spielman, slashed 3 of his tires. Andrew claims his mother witnessed the incidents.
If
Pretty
you tell
good.
the truth, you don't have to have a good memory. Do you know what that means, Mr. Spielman?
Honestly, I do.
Tell me what it means.
It means if I know what happened, I don't have to remember to look for the answer.
Correct. That's what it means. So you're telling me it was over a year ago?
Over a year ago.
I'm speaking. And therefore you can't quite remember everything that happened that evening. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
So if you don't remember what happened on the evening of the 29th, which clearly, you know, you're in a car with people, there's a big argument, it's raining very badly, you have to negotiate your way back to the car in order to get a ride home. These are all little smatterings of things that you remember, right? Little smatterings of things that you remember.
Yeah.
You don't remember all of it, but you remember little pieces of it.
Most of it.
You remember most of it,
Yes.
so the argument was about marijuana.
Yes, it was. I feel so.
Perfect. Now that your memory has been refreshed, why don't you tell me about the 30th?
The 30th.
Look at me.
The 30th. Well, my mom can vouch that I was with her.
Alright, gonna add my lettuce now. And it's almost about the size where I can roll it up into a burrito.
6 o'clock in the night, and I fell asleep on my couch with my entire family with a movie night. The night before New Year's Eve, my mom volunteered at a local social.
Drop some lettuce on my keyboard. I'm so glad it doesn't crumb up or anything like that. Because that could have been messy if it was anything else.
Volunteer her time. I'm speaking. Does your mother volunteer her time at a social club, sir, so that she's not home on the 30th, so the rest of your family gets together? Is that what you're just telling me?
No, the night before we all stay together because we're going to be separated on New Year's Eve.
I plan on it, Miss
What you're telling
Stacy.
me,
I
sir,
plan
that
on
you
it.
were together with your mother and the rest of your
Alright,
family.
so
And if I
we
were
got
to
some.
ask you,
Gonna add a little more sriracha.
your son's home with you, that would be unfortunate.
We'll eat just a little bit more and then we'll roll it into a burrito. And I'll show you the size of the burrito that I have left over after all you've already seen me eat.
He's
So the answer is he doesn't do anything.
After you roll it up, you still have a burrito that's bigger than anyone else that goes to Chipotle and gets a burrito.
He's only not worked a few months. He's
A
going.
few months is a very long time for somebody who's 21 years old and on probation. What did he do before a couple of months ago? Who did he work for?
A company called WatchMeMasticate.
What kind of work did he do?
There we
And
go.
why did he leave that job?
They merged with another company and downsized.
So he got fired.
There you go.
How many children? Can I ask you a question?
No, he didn't, but it's just making me sound worse than I am, you know? Be fair, too.
I don't mind being fair so when people tell me the truth.
I'm honestly telling you the truth.
Oh, no, you're not. The sweat on your brow tells me you're not.
I'm on TV.
Did you see sweat there? Look. You see sweat there? There, look at your mother. She's sweating. You know why she's not sweating? Because I didn't ask her what happened on the 30th. That's why she's not sweating. If I
Damn,
asked her
Judge
what happened on
Judy,
the 30th,
savage.
I guarantee you she'd, when I got finished with her, she'd be sweating. How much were the tires?
Our tires will pop too.
I'm not asking you a question. Have you voiced it? Can I see it, please?
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes,
Can I submit my receipt for towing?
absolutely. I'd like to see it, please.
Let me check Facebook.
So between the towing
Oh yeah,
and
shout out to
tires,
Cynthia.
you
Thank
have
you.
$300
Cynthia was the person who got me my Chipotle coupon for this free awesome burrito. So you the homie, Cynthia. Alright, so now this is about the point where I can roll it up into a burrito. It's got a little guac on the side, so this is going to make it a little difficult since it's going to be a little more soggy. I might not be able to do it, so I eat a little more actually. But we will make an attempt.
22-year-old Catherine Ghost is suing the father of her child, 23-year-old Brian Epley, for the value of a computer.
This way.
Brian claims he supported Catherine the entire time they lived together.
Yeah, so this is going to be a very sloppy burrito,
Who do you live with?
but I should be able to eat most of it this way
Baby, 6 months. How old are you?
23.
Who do you
with
live
an open end, and then just eat
Well,
the
there was
rest
time
out of
that
the
you lived
bowl.
together, 'cause you're a
So,
child together. That didn't
after
last very
all
long.
I've already
According to your
eaten,
complaint,
I still have a
you owe
burrito
the
that's
computer
this
that you
big,
purchased
which is
on
still
your
bigger than
credit
anyone else's
card
burrito.
together. Mr. Epley says
What you do is you
that
just
left
stand
the
it up,
computer when you
close
left
it the
him,
best
and
you
left
can.
the computer because he had supported you for 6 months while you were pregnant, and your arrangement was that you were each supposed to contribute to half of the expenses for the house.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any reason why you decided to have this child?
We worked together for 3 years off and on.
Together off and on, Ms. Gomes suggests to me that when it was off, it was because it wasn't good, right?
Yes.
Did you think having a baby was going to make it better?
No.
Your parents, did they have other children?
Yes.
How old are they?
We were all 2 years apart. I have older brothers and sisters.
So all of a sudden, your mother's taking care of a baby again? Yep. Terrific. And you don't even live in the same
I
state.
haven't stepped on a scale
Do your parents
in a long
see
time.
you
Last time I
getting
stepped on a
that?
scale was like 175.
I'm suggesting to you that you just think about things before you do them. Like buying an expensive piece of equipment on credit. You want to tell me how that came about?
He was going to school and working at the same time, and he was working nights, so for him to wake up and go to the library to use a computer and all that, it was too difficult and too time consuming. So he asked me to get a computer on my account. He asked me to get a computer on my account because he had bad credit. My parents paid for his bankruptcy, which was a couple of months prior. I got that all settled, and then in February,
Alright, I gotta get a drink. Hold on.
3 weeks later, we broke up.
Were you pregnant when they paid for his bankruptcy?
Your Honor, they didn't pay for my bankruptcy. It was $600 for me to file bankruptcy. I
Got
only had
rice,
$400
gotta
at
eat
the
my
time,
grains of
and they
rice.
lent me the other $200 that I didn't go ahead and file for it.
Did you
We
pay
don't
that?
waste food.
No, he did not.
We got starving children in Africa.
But you offered.
I offered the money.
Oh, that's fine. So, you put it on your credit card. When you left, what was the discussion about the computer?
That he would have it paid off by August before the finance charges started coming.
Oh, so you bought it for 6 months free
Yes.
financing. And you did discuss it when you left?
Yes.
Tell me about the discussion.
He
Alright,
said
so
that he had to pay
my
off
tortilla is
5
falling
August
apart,
before the finance
so I'm
charge
gonna have
if
to
he didn't
start eating
pay
it
the
again
extra
like
money out. He told me to
like
go
a
ahead and
bowl.
send in for the $100
But
rebate and send
we
that
should
in
be able
towards
to
the
salvage
computer,
this.
but I never got the $100 rebate
Just
back.
gotta squish
Did you
it.
send it for?
Yes, I don't know if I put the older address,
Squish
if it
it.
didn't come within the time frame, if I change the address.
There we go.
Okay, Mr. Ripley. Let me hear.
Okay, we moved in together on January 1st of
Not pretty.
2005. I moved down there from Illinois. That's whenever we got together, and I told her at that point in time, you know, I wasn't in a hurry for her to get a job, but I would appreciate the help. We lived there for 4 months, and then we moved into a more expensive place, and I told her I needed her help that time. We agreed she would pay half the bills and half the rent to help me out, as well as I was going to school full time and working full time. So whenever she left, she said,
No.
okay.
Okay, needed help. And when you told her you needed help and she agreed to pay for half of the expenses, sir, in what month was that?
That was in February of 2005.
And what month did she become pregnant?
I believe it was September, October.
Between February of 2005 and August of 2005, did she work?
For about a month, Your Honor.
Did you work?
I worked for about 3 months.
What did you work for?
I worked for temp service.
What did you do with your money?
Gave it to him.
You contributed your money to the household.
No.
And we got a car together, and I paid for the car payment, the gas.
Fine. She wasn't spending money on drugs. So she was contributing what she could to the household. And in August, you became pregnant.
Yes.
So you stopped working?
No, I was working up until November.
So you stopped working and you didn't contribute anymore? All right, now you tell me, sir, about the conversation you had about the computer when she left.
Whenever she left,
I have to eat a little more.
to Indiana to have
Yeah,
to
pork,
come back.
and
She
then
said, you know, she only worked for.
we'll roll it up and
wanted
eat
to
right.
do
I don't
it.
care, sir. It's irrelevant to me.
But she owed me for the half of the rent.
She doesn't know you for anything. I just want to know what she said.
She said, you didn't have the computer for the money that I owe you for all the expenses that you paid to take care of me during this
I
time.
mean, you never had a conversation with her, I'll pay you for this computer by August?
At the point whenever we broke up, I talked to her a couple months.
No.
We were talking.
I asked you a question, that requires a simple answer. Did you ever have a discussion with her that the computer would be paid for by August? Why did you decide not to do that?
Because I felt that I did not owe her anything, Your Honor.
Well, feel, that's what we're talking about. So you see, you did have the discussion.
There we go.
How much does he owe you for the computer?
After everything, it is now $1,750.79.
So, Mr. Ripley, this is the situation. If you move in with somebody and things don't work out, that's one thing. She moves on, you move on. Takes two to tango, takes two to make a baby. Takes two to have a problem if they don't want to have a baby. I believe her that she worked on and off, not consistently, not like you did. Maybe that was a good indication that you didn't want to get involved with somebody who was not keeping up their half of the bargain, right? And what you don't do is have a baby with her. And there are things that you can do in order not to do that, right? You owe $1,750. You still have the computer?
No.
Why not?
I sold it
Why?
because I did a change of jobs and I was hurting on money, so I had to sell the computer.
Well, this is going to hurt even more, so now you don't have the computer, you have to pay for it.
Yes, ma'am.
$1,750, that's all.
Body.
Well, actually, we can still keep a strong friendship, you know, for the sake of our daughter.
What else did I
Speaking what? Oh yeah, Judge Judy, of course. I didn't see the quotation mark. Let me see. Let me find another recent one.
Christy Malden for stealing her dog and the dog's puppies. Christy says Veronica is a neglectful pet owner.
Can't be neglecting them pets.
County in the matter of Lopez versus Malden. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated. Have a seat.
Ms. Lopez, it is your claim that the defendant, who is the mother of a former roommate of yours,
Yes.
stole your dog and her puppies, and you want to be compensated to the tune of $1,900.
Yes.
The defendant says that you neglected this dog, that she spent over $1,000 in vet bills.
Okay, now I should be able to wrap this up
And
again.
that you ultimately sold the puppy.
After I redistribute some of the wealth.
I understand that this is not the
Bernie.
first time your dog had puppies, according to your complaint. Is that right?
That's correct.
What kind of dog was it?
It was a Shih Tzu, half Chihuahua.
Where did you get the dog from?
It was a Christmas gift to my daughter from her father for Christmas of 2002.
How many litters have you had with this dog?
This is the second one.
Who did you breed her with?
It was actually a situation where there was a dog, a poodle that was around my area. And I had a doggy door, and the dog was able to squeeze through my gate. And while I was at work, she got pregnant while I was at work.
So what you're telling me is you don't know really who the father was?
No, I do. I know the dog. I know the dog.
So it was an accident?
Yes.
Why didn't you have the dog spayed?
Because I figured that I had it fixed. I had intentions of doing it, but it happened too quickly.
Well, that doesn't happen too quickly, madam. You had got the dog as a puppy in December of 2002.
Well,
Within 6 months, you had the dog spayed. And if you didn't have the dog spayed, then you know that you run the risk of the dog having puppies.
Well, I had intentions of maybe breeding her, but I wasn't expecting it to happen the way it did.
In August of 2004, she had her first litter.
Yes, that's correct.
And is that the first time that Miss Malden helped you?
Yes, that is correct.
And tell me about that.
Well, I was at work, and I had another roommate at the time, and she let me know that our dog Zoe was going to have puppies, and that she didn't know what to do. So she contacted Christy to help her out.
Oh, that's
Well,
not
you told me she called you.
Well, they called me, right, to tell me, and
She called you at work, and what did you do, Miss Lopez?
I was going to come home, and she's like, and she,
Drop some beans and rice. I'll clean that up in a little
she
bit.
said that she knows that Heather's mom is good with dogs, so she's going to call Heather's mother and see if she can help her out. So she,
Why didn't you go home?
because I was working and I couldn't, because I had, my roommate told me that she was able to handle it, so I didn't go home.
How many puppies were delivered in August 2004?
There were 4.
All born alive?
Yes, all of them.
All of them survived?
Yes.
Did you sell all 4?
I sold 2.
What happened to the other 2?
The other 2 is a sad story.
Well, let me hear. I'm interested in sad stories. 4 were born alive. You sold 2. What happened to the other
Just
2?
really like some sad stories.
Let's get the story, please. Are the other 2 alive or dead?
No, they died.
When did they die?
They died about 2 months after they were, or a month
I don't know.
and a half after
I'm not
they
counting
were
calories
Were
there.
they in your custody when they died?
They were.
Had they been taken to a vet?
Because I didn't get their standard burrito, I just had
The
to
answer is
fill
yes
it
or
up
no.
as much as I
No.
could.
Okay. So now you have puppies that are 6 weeks old that you didn't know how to deliver. 2 of them died after they reached a month and a half old. So that was clearly your fault.
It wasn't.
What did they die from?
Well, okay, again, I had to go to work, and it was hot. It was in the summer. So my air conditioner broke, and my dog is. Let me explain this. Okay. It was really hot. My dog was. Okay. I ended up putting. Okay, I had a dog.
You better stop saying okay.
And I put.
Judge Judy gonna call you out on that shit.
Outside at night because my air conditioner broke at night, and it was extremely hot. It was so extremely hot. Well, it was cooler at night, so I put them outside. And again, my roommate and I agreed, that I would, that they would go outside. I'd go to work in the morning. She would go and pick, and take them and bring them back to the house. Well, I went to work, and she ended up sleeping in. And
That's a little bit left.
2 of the puppies crawled out of their doghouse and.
So let me grab something to clean up this rice I dropped really quick.
It was my
And then
fault.
we'll
Okay,
continue.
now you should have understood, Miss Lopez, that breeding dogs was not for you.
I wasn't breeding them, it was an accident. It was
An
inside.
accident happens once.
Okay.
Then you take the dog to have the dog spayed.
Right.
You did not.
No, I did not.
So the dog got pregnant again. Do you want to tell me how that happened?
It was by the same dog. It was the same way.
Same dog, same way. And you did the same thing. You called the defendant.
I called her this time.
I said you called the defendant. I read the complaint, and you called her and said what?
Don't try to curb Judge Judy, especially when she's right.
My roommate trusted that you helped deliver Zoe's first litter, and I was like, I need to go to work again. And I asked her if I could bring Zoe over so that she could assist in making sure that she was okay, because I realized that her water broke. And so I asked her and she agreed. So I went over there and I dropped Zoe off, and I told her that I would come back. And,
Cleaning up, I'll get the rest when I get back.
I went to work, and then I came back the following day.
When did she have the puppies?
She had them that day.
What was the date?
It was about January 30th.
Is that the date?
So it was,
What's the date?
She dropped them in my house on the 20th. She delivered the puppies the 21st in the evening.
She delivered the puppies on the 21st.
Yes,
When did she come back?
Sunday.
Which is what date?
Well, that would be the 23rd.
2 days after she brought the dog to your house.
Yes.
Okay, now Miss
Scratch
Lopez, between August of 2004, when your dog had first litter,
right.
and January of 2005, how many vet visits did your dog have?
She had 2 vet visits.
You have the,
I don't have those.
what were the visits for?
It was just a checkup. That's it. Getting her shots. And
What's the name of the vet?
the vet is. I don't have their information.
How many dogs do you have?
I only have 1 dog.
Well, if you only have 1 dog, then it's not a problem with remembering the name of the vet. You remember what happened in August of 2004, pretty much verbatim. So, just the name of the doctor.
I don't have that information. I'm sorry.
Ooh, wrong answer.
In a moment. Christy
answer.
stole her dog Zoe and Zoe's litter of puppies. Christy says Veronica has no right to be a pet owner.
Okay, Mrs. Mulder, the plaintiff brought the dog to your house on the 20th of January. You delivered how many puppies?
4.
Were you aware of the fact that the plaintiff was responsible for the death of 2 of the puppies that you had delivered the previous summer?
Yes, ma'am. I was very upset when I found that out.
After you delivered the 4 puppies, and they were all born alive?
Yes, ma'am.
Did they all survive?
Yes.
What happened with Zoe?
When Veronica called me on the 20th, she asked me if I could wash the dog. And I said, yes, I'm homesick today, so that'd be fine. I'll wash it for you. And she brought her over, and she said, I think her water broke. And so I washed her, and the dog, her water didn't break, but she kept throwing it up. So that happened throughout the whole day on Thursday. Friday, she was pretty much the same, but she delivered the puppies. Started around 5:30 on the 21st in the evening, and she had a hard time with those, so I had to assist her in those, pulling puppies out because she's so small and so weak.
Somebody have a picture of this dog?
Yes.
I'd like to see it.
Here's one of the babies too. That was when the puppies were 3 weeks old.
Okay. When did Zoe have to go to bed?
Well, Sunday, Zoe started having diarrhea in the evening. By
think I
Monday,
fell
she was
last
throwing
night.
up. I had put her in my bathroom with the babies and came back at
My
lunch
ribs
to
hurt.
check on them, and she was laying in both feces and nursing the puppies at the same time. Well, I then called Veronica and let her know, the situation, and told her they needed to be taken to the vet. And
Do
she
you
said,
remember that phone call?
yes, I did.
Did you rush home to take her to the vet?
I told her that I was going to come by and pick up the dog.
Did you?
No, I did not. She didn't explain to me or go into detail on what exactly was happening.
I mean, there's something thick. She's had your dog the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. She had the dog when the dog delivered the puppies, when the dog was vomiting, which she told you about. She had the dog when the dog had the puppies. Now she's calling you and saying, there's a problem. The dog has to go to the vet.
Right. See, I went to her house. It was 2 days after Zoe, or a day after Zoe had the puppies. I went over to her house to go visit my dog and the puppies.
I'm talking to you about the day she called you and said the dog is sick.
Right. But there's more that goes to that, and
How old's your daughter?
she is 5 years old.
Have you ever gotten a call from school and said, what's your daughter's name?
Alexis.
Alexis. Alexis is sick, you have to come and get her.
Yes.
And you go after work?
And yes, I do.
You go after work. You say, you just hold her there. I'll be there when I can get her.
Yes, I do. I apologize. No, I don't tell her to hold on her. I get out of work and I go get my daughter. I apologize. I was
Oh, that's what I'm asking you.
Yes.
That's what this lady said. She said this dog is very ill and has to go to the vet.
I understand that.
What do you understand, Ms. Lopez? What you have to understand at your age is you got enough on your plate without a dog. You got enough on your plate taking care of yourself. Now you got enough on your plate taking care of yourself and a 5-year-old. You certainly don't have any room up here to take care of yourself, a 5-year-old, a dog, and 8 puppies, because you had 4, 2 you lost, and 2 more you had, because you couldn't figure out that doggy dog was going to be open and closed and open and closed and open and closed. So you got to think about that. You didn't use your brains to think about spaying the dog when you were supposed to. The dog got pregnant, had puppies. Because of your neglect, 2 died. So it would seem to me somebody in their right mind would say, listen, I better have this dog spayed now, or move to a house that didn't have a doggy door. Not you. You kept the dog, you kept the doggy door, and what do you know? Neighbor's dog comes in again, and once again your dog is pregnant. And you are running to work. So you call somebody else to clean up after you.
Well, I was working and she called me and she told me she had already taken her to the vet.
No.
That's the conversation.
No. You said I'll be there.
Right.
Did you leave work?
No, I did not leave work.
What time do you get off from work?
Sometime in the afternoon, late afternoon.
So you had no intention of going over there?
Well, I did.
Did you go and say, I have to leave work?
Veronica Lopez claims her former roommate's mother, Christy Malden, stole her dog Zoe and gave away Zoe's litter of puppies.
What was the vet bill for Zoe?
It was $1,909.88. Those are the doctor's notes.
They had to give your dog an IV catheter replacement, fluid therapy, fluid additives, plasma transfusion.
She had to
The
have
dog was hospitalized, spayed.
The dog was severely malnutrition.
The dog that is, excuse me, the dog that is malnutrition doesn't have 4 healthy puppies. My dog.
They already mentioned that guacamole tastes better when it's
a
free.
2-year-old female terrier. She had given birth 2 days prior. She had been vomiting throughout the day and was in a moribund state. She had a fever, a life-threatening, low blood calcium, and had lost 1/2 of her red blood cells.
Thanks again, Cynthia. You are the MVP.
A blood transfusion, a plasma transfusion, and abdominal surgery to remove her uterus that was continuing to bleed postpartum.
I'm not doing any of that information. I know that my dog needed help. But the thing is, okay, the first day I went to Miss Malden's house,